Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new weekly vlog. My name is Brandy if you're new. If you're not new, I love you. If you are new, I love you too. Welcome to the vlog. This is another week in the life. It's actually Monday, and we are about to head out to get a laser facial called Moxi. And it's a resurfacing laser, so it really helps with like the surface level scars and hyperpigmentation that you might have on your skin. I'm really excited for this. I've never done a Moxi before, so this will be my first time getting this facial. I've done something similar to it in the past, like a Clear and Brilliant, which I absolutely love. If you go back to like vlogs from the very beginning, you'll see that I used to do that at my old place, and then when I changed jobs, my current job doesn't necessarily, we don't offer it, which was one of the biggest bummers for me, to be honest with you, because that treatment transformed my skin. But I had a lot of hyperpigmentation, a lot of laser hair removal, like scarring and electrolysis scarring, just like so much stuff was wrong with my skin that honestly, like when I first started doing laser treatments to clear the hyperpigmentation, I got to a place where I thought, why did I even do laser hair removal? Obviously the hair was so bad and it was such an insecurity of mine, so it was something that I had to do. But honestly, although the hair wasn't growing, the darkness and the spaces that the hair was growing still gave the illusion that you grew hair. So it didn't really change how I felt about my my face. Obviously, we're mountains away from that now because, honey, we have, as you can see, we have definitely cleared up the mess. But that treatment, the Clear and Brilliant, was definitely a big part of that. So I am going uptown. I don't know what this energy is in this season where life keeps taking me uptown, but we're going uptown again. Getting on the train, going back uptown, going to get this treatment. And yeah, just preparing for spring and summer because I am devoted to this year being my best year. Like, I have the mindset of it's now or never. You know, like that's my mindset now. It's now or never. You know, treat yourself, live in your own life's abundance, like own it. Don't feel ashamed or like guilty for doing things for yourself. Because honestly, like what we talked about a few months ago, like honestly, when you are searching for your partner, you need to know how to treat yourself. You need to know like what you can do for yourself to make yourself the happiest that you can possibly make yourself, you know? And I think that's a journey that we all have to go on because sometimes like we can fall in love or we can have a partner and then that can fulfill us in a way that makes us feel like, oh my God, this person is treating me like I've never been treated before. This person is making me feel like I've never felt before because of how they show up for me, because of how they support me. To be clear, I know I say this a lot. I know I said this in the past, like about the type of person that I want. But in a relationship, I don't really want someone that's like 100% like supplying things for me. You know, I feel like I want a partner in life. So it's like I want someone that's showing up and doing the work, and I'm showing up and doing the work. And then we're contributing to this life that's amazing because we've both put into it. But ultimately, there are things that I've neglected, wants and needs that I've neglected as far as like for myself. And we talked about this in the last vlog. I'm just really discovering that because if you had asked me this 2 or 3 years ago, I would have, 3 or 4, if you asked me this 3 or 4 years ago, I would have told you like, oh my gosh, no, I have everything I want. I'm so happy. I could use this, but I'm like this. Or I would have also said like, oh, this thing will make me happy. You know, if I was with someone who would get me this thing, that would make me happy. But ultimately, yes, I like things. I went without having things to like upgrade my life, which I'm really proud that I've done, you know, and I can say like, honestly, like standing here, looking at my life, like I have a great career. I am happy inside. I'm healthy as an ox. I'm so healthy. Like I went to my doctor last week, got all my results and stuff back. I just remain healthy. Like I eat well. The only thing I can be doing differently is working out more than I do. And that's a work in progress. I'm working on it, but I'm really grateful for the upgrade that's happened in my life. I'm no longer being abused by people. I'm no longer like putting myself out there and feeling like this regret and like this self like saboteur-ish energy in me, and I am celebrating life with friends, with like-minded friends, and it's just a couple, but it is what it is. It was very necessary. I at that time I was going out all the time. I was hanging out with people all the time. I was drinking all the time. I was like staying up late, getting up early for work. Like there were so many elements of my life that were not right. And at that time, you're in that age range too, where you're kind of just like, life is, it is what it is. You can do this now and figure it out later. But I do think that was a natural process that happened. And then I arrived where I arrived now. And I was just like, my life can be so much better. I got tired of sitting around thinking like, what if I had this, or what if this, or what if that? And it's just like, no, well, what if you can do this for you, And so anyway, I don't say that to brag. I just say that to say I'm really proud of like what I've created and where I am in my life. And I don't want to stop here and say, oh, okay, I've gotten there. Funny thing about like getting to your goals and then crossing the finish line of achievement is that you always start to rethink what's next. It's like you get to a place where you achieve what you thought was like the best, and then you get there and you're like, okay, I have all of that, but like, no, there's actually better out there for me. And it's just a game of like, how do you get it? How do you obtain it? I'll be honest, last year was emotionally rough for me because I was like so stressed out with work. I told you guys like, I'm at a place now where I don't really want to let work affect my mental health so much. Honestly, some things are just out of my control. And I'll be really honest with you, the fear that I have of like getting in trouble or not having a job or like something, it overwhelms me so much. And it comes from past experiences. Also here too, experiences I've had here as well. But experiences where people try to create something about you when it's not true. It's like, I know that living in a victim mindset is not healthy, right? And I try my best not to do that, but it's really unbelievable. And I think that if you tell these stories to people, like how consistently it has happened throughout my career, people will feel like, okay, you must be the problem, right? And it's like, I can assure you that I'm not the problem. I haven't always been like squeaky clean in the problem because yes, sometimes I have been reactive. Sometimes I have been, it took me a little longer to let go, but I just don't understand how my life is set up and what the lesson is that God's trying to teach me, where I keep coming into these people who want me to be something that I'm not. And it's almost like they just cannot believe who I am and what I'm bringing. They just can't believe it. And it's so bad that honestly, and this is the unbelievable part about it, is people just lie on me. I know that sounds crazy. I understand that. This is why I don't like say that a lot to people. But it's the truth. My experience has been people have lied on me so much. And it's always about my character. Like the thing is, people have lied on me about my character so much that in those conversations, I'm a Capricorn, so it's fight or flight kind of like mentality. And it's a business mindset that I have. And also with my education and my experience, I'm able to break it down. So in those conversations where the onion sort of gets pulled back, I'm always able to get to the bottom of it because people want to associate me with the personality trait that they have thought in their brain is associated with me. And people have already thought this, in professional settings, and probably normal settings too. People have already thought this before I've even had a chance to show who I am. I'm a Capricorn, and I know I say that a lot because it is a big part of my identity, but I don't just show up like, oh my gosh, hi, I show up like that, but it's very performative. I'm not like one of those people where when you meet me for the first time in a professional setting or any setting, that you have met me. You have not met me. You have met a version of me that has a guard on each side of me, and I am protecting myself at all costs, right? That's just how I got to go through life as a trans person. That being said, I think with my sort of presence, I have a very, very strong presence. With my beauty, I'm absolutely gorgeous in person, and I am confident, and I show up that way. And I'm a trans person, and I'm unapologetic about that in life. I lead with that. I think it intimidates people so much so that whatever their biases is, whatever their personal biases is, whatever their political biases is, whatever they've been taught in their homes or in their communities, however they think of trans people, they think of me. I can promise you right now, hand to God, that I am not like any trans person you have ever met or that you will ever meet. I am 100% individualized in my identity, and I show up that way. And I really think that it scares people. I have come to the conclusion that it frightens the out of people, and I have been walking through life with people trying to sabotage me. People don't understand how I can be where I am, why they have this problem with it, I don't know. But those people also don't understand what it has taken to get here. I did not just get here. No one gave me anything. I actually have done 4 times the work than anyone that is in my position that is doing exactly what. And by the way, I should be way beyond where I'm at too. I just want to be clear about that. So, and these are the things that I deal with day to day. So it's a very toxic situation that I live in, and I'm trying my best to navigate that. And so, anyway, I say all that to say this year, starting last week, I am not allowing those things to consume my mental health. I need my mental health to be free and clear and ready to rock through life. So, yeah, we have to get up out of here soon. I am wearing the rodeo today, so I'm so excited for her. I'm gonna wear her like this, or on my coat outside, I'm gonna put her on like this. I actually tied a knot here so that she can be a little higher. But yeah, I'm really excited to take her out today. She's a luxury piece, honey. She is a luxury piece, and I'm really happy that I got it, to be honest with you. I know some people were saying, like, you know, the label. I do not buy things because of the label. Like, I have some designer things that have monograms and stuff on it, but I specifically got this bag because it was quiet luxury. So that's sort of my jam right now. It's quiet luxury. But honey, I've always loved luxury, honey. If I had kids or something, it'd probably be different, but I don't. And also, like, when you grow up not having these things, you know, and seeing them and wanting them, when you get an opportunity to give them to yourself, like, this is one of the best sort of healing my childhood trauma that I can do. We're wearing the Better Days perfume by Aaliyah and Dossier. We're gonna mix this with the Orpheon from Diptyque, which we also love. Oh, thank you. Yeah, today would.
This is voluntary. Voluntary.
No, but I need this.
Yeah.
I need this.
we all love treatments.
This is like my skin has been. I used to do Clear and Brilliant, and it changed my skin so much.
Yeah. Oh, then you guys don't have a Moxi there.
We don't have it. No, hopefully we'll get it after this. Yeah, and my skin's like reverting back to like what it was before.
Mm-hmm. Any issues when you had the Clear and Brilliant done?
No.
No,
nothing. Yeah.
So this is like Clear and Brilliant, but a little stronger.
More painful?
I've never had the Clear and Brilliant done. I don't think it's too bad as long as you have your topical on.
One thing about my skin is it's gonna numb a little bit, but it's still gonna hurt no matter what.
That's just how it is. It feels like a little hot down the roller. And I feel like too, because like we're darker skin type, and you're even darker, you don't really sun exposure. They forgot. You can't do a BBL on them. You can always pull out your Moxi and do a Moxi treatment on them. You can treat all skin types comfortably. This is superficial resurfacing, so it's going to help for superficial concerns, pores, fine lines, pigmentation, mild textural improvement, that kind of stuff. If someone has deeper wrinkles, that's when you would reach for your halo, for example. Okay. Great for, you know, I feel like we all have really, really nice skin. If we just want a like nice light refresh as a maintenance. Maybe someone is older, but they're not ready for like a more aggressive treatment yet. Maybe someone has, you know, like for me, I do my halo once a year, and then I do my Moxis a couple times throughout the year, just as an easier, lighter treatment to do. And they are targeting different things, so you know it is beneficial to kind of stagger them and do both. But again, Moxi is going to be that superficial polishing for the skin. It's FDA cleared for coagulation of soft tissue, treatment of AKs, treatment of benign pigmented lesions such as sunspots, age spots, and freckles. Moxi is a water-loving wavelength, so it's unlike your BBL where it's going after all the targets in the skin. This is only going after water. So you can actually treat like right into that hairline. It's almost like microneedling because a lot of patients will get red after. We won't really see her probably get very red just because of her skin undertone. She might be like a light pink, but especially lighter skin types, you can see them get like really red. So it's almost like microneedling where you don't want to like have them be like, oh, she missed this spot. So you can this is scary.
No, this is laser.
This is laser. But like, yeah, you're gonna have some downtime.
Just have a little swelling going on, just a little bit. We just got back from our laser facial and I wanted to show you guys my results. Well, no results today, but I'm very, very swollen as you guys can see, especially around the eyes. And it's a bit red, if you can see. We did the Moxi treatment on my face and my neck, most importantly my neck, and it's really red and my face is like swollen. When they put the mask on me, that was a cool down mask, and I stood up, all you could see was my eyes like swollen. My face was literally throbbing like a heartbeat at that moment. So I'm excited for the result. This will be about a 5 to 7 day healing process. I'm supposed to get like little grounds on my face, and then the skin is just really resurfacing at an accelerated level. So we'll just check in day by day as we go through it. I don't know if you can see the whelps, the really strong, the really pronounced whelps there, but there's a lot of them all over. Like I said, glow up season is here for me, so I'm just doing everything that I need to do to make sure that when I wake up and I wash my face and I get my coffee and I put on my clothes and I leave my apartment every single day, no matter what I'm doing, I feel like I'm my best. Yeah, I literally can't wait to like see the results of it. I've never done this before, but I've done things that were similar to it, but this one is supposed to be like so good. So I'm so excited. Oh, it's Monday and I'm back home. It's 1:49. So I'm just kind of like going to chill out for the rest of the day because I do have a busy work week this week that I'm going to be like completely occupied during. But yeah, this is day 1 of the Moxi treatment. I will check in. We'll just follow this like day by day to see what the results are giving. I'm sure I'll wake up super swollen tomorrow. I heard the second day of swelling is way worse than the first day because it's really doing its thing. So yeah, but anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, y'all, I just got out of the tub, washed my face with cold water, of course. Girl, back up. Just got out of the shower, washed my face with cold water, of course. As you can see, I'm a little bruised here, a little bruised here. Very, very swollen. You can also start to see the little black dots, which are going to be the mends, starting to form on my skin. That means I had a very successful treatment. It also looks like I've been beat up. So we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna be okay. We are going to be okay. So I'm gonna put an exosome on, which is that guy right there. I'm just gonna do a little dot of this. Not too much because I don't want to. I just want to put a little bit of, this is really good for like healing and stuff. That's pretty much all I want to put on today. I'm gonna tell y'all, my face is really, really hot. Still very, very hot. Very, very hot. This is one of those things that you will look crapped for a while. You're gonna know you had a treatment done. I'm gonna take this out because this is a hypochloric acid that I need to be doing for cleansing and just keeping my skin like healthy and healing right. We're gonna start using that tomorrow. I couldn't imagine putting that on tonight. My skin's on fire. I wasn't supposed to. They told me not to get in the shower tonight, and I was okay. But in my brain, I was like, I am so sorry to break it to you because I didn't take a shower this morning. So there's no way I'm not taking a shower tonight. And I have to work tomorrow. So I got into a nice lukewarm, mostly cool shower. And I did not wash my face in the shower. And I kept the door open so that it didn't get like steamy because I think that's what the concern is. And then I washed my face with cold water after getting out of the shower. So yeah, so this is this. And I am getting ready to eat some dinner, drink lots of water, and go to bed. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. This is day 2. Excuse me. This is day 2. I wanted to show you guys how I woke up this morning. Super, uber duper swollen. My eyes, this one right here was so swollen. They've gone down a little bit more since I've woken up, but they have been so swollen. I don't know what it is about me. I think it's hereditary because my grandmother used to wake up with super swollen eyes too. I remember it every single day. And I don't know what it is. The last 2 or 3 years, my eyes when I wake up are swollen. This has nothing to do with it because this is abnormal. They're never swollen like this. My eyes swell no matter what, but this is like next level swelling. You can see here like it's so swollen. They even look a little black, which I know will subside. And so yeah, there's all of the little mens. They're getting, sorry, I don't know why that thing keeps sitting there. All of the mens, if you can see, they're getting I think they're getting bigger or darker or something. I'll show you on that side too. There's some on the forehead, in between the brows, the nose. Yeah, I look really beat up, and the neck, which I don't care about because that is my number one problem. And when I tell you she got my neck so good, oh my gosh. So these will turn into like sandpaper scabs and then eventually they'll come off. And then the new skin will start like filling in to those spots. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to wash my face here in a minute and do my skincare routine and get ready to, well, there's nothing to do. I can't wear mascara because my eyes are swollen. I can't wear makeup at all today. So it's literally just the hyacinth moisturizer and sunscreen today for the next couple days. Y'all, I just washed my face. I was going to just go right into skincare, but I was like, let me get myself a cup of coffee. I was listening to my music in the background. I don't know if I told you guys this before. I look so busted. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but I listen to Carlton Pearson on YouTube in the morning. My spirit just calls me to him. It represents like the era of like church that I grew up in and love, and the old school like vibe. He died, I think, last year, 2 years. Last year, I think Carlton Pearson died, and I really like respected him so much because he he like does this live at Azusa thing, and then he was like had this whole big it was a big movement before like television church was a thing or YouTube church was a thing. He had these things and they were filmed. You can see it now all these years later. But my grandmother used to have these tapes. And they would film it and then they would sell these tapes like at churches and stuff. So it was a really big thing. They used to go on tour, do these tents and stuff. And I've been to that with my grandmother before when I was a baby. This is iced coffee. Well, it's just regular coffee that I brew a whole pot no matter what because the beans are so luxe that I'm not going to waste them just brewing a little tiny bit for 1 cup. So I just brew a whole pot. And if I don't drink it, I never drink it all, but after I drink what I'm drinking, I put the rest in the refrigerator. Typically, I warm it up, but something's changing in the universe. I'm starting to feel very different, very icy. Anyway, I listen to Carlton Pearson in the morning because it's just like, it's very like homey for me, if that makes sense. And what I was going to say about him is that he had this really large congregation, and then he started like back in the day, way back before any of this was normal, when he started like speaking out against like discrimination against like homosexuals in the church. And his whole thing was like, God loves everyone, no matter who you are, no matter what you do. And the church, they had a fit. So he kind of like, back in that time, it wasn't going to work. So he kind of like got cast out, ostracized, however you want to say it. But he still continued to do his thing, and he started his own things. I think it was the Church of Love or something. And I don't know if that's a fact. So if I'm wrong and someone else knows, go ahead and correct me instead of telling me that I'm wrong, because I'm telling you I don't know. It's a fact. But he did start something, and I don't know if it's called the Church of Love, but it was an all-inclusive church way back when it was not okay. And he just did that movement, and he was just like doing that movement. And this is how you know when people really worship God, because this is syrup, y'all. This is how you know when people really love God and worship God, because they will do God's work no matter what, even in the still of getting like ostracized. And back in that time, you were lucky you didn't get hung, And he was still like, whatever, I'm gonna do this work, and he did, because God loves everyone. And all of these years later, around the pandemic, you know how people started like rediscovering old things and old stuff during the pandemic? He was one of them. And his channel blew up, his Instagram and all that stuff blew up, and it was just really nice to see him come back as an old man and speak the word of love. And then he died like a few years later. And I was like, his story like really motivates me so much, because I was like, wow, you really will do God's work until it's over, and then God will make sure you see your purpose on this earth when you worship God. And I feel like he left so happy. If you go to his page or his Instagram, I don't know if it's out, I'm sure it's out there somewhere. He had like a farewell video, like where he was like passing on, and he was just talking about life and love, and like and how happy he was in the end of days, and how comfortable he felt, and how he was going on to be with God. He was just so happy. When I tell you, I cried so much watching that video. I needed this, y'all. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good stuff right there, honey. Mm. 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 Yeah. So anyway, listen to Carlton Pearson. If you are a old school church person, if you grew up in the church and you were a baby in this old school era, you should definitely know who he is. But if you don't, I would suggest you watch his Live at Azusa's on YouTube. Okay. Girl, when I tell you that my stomach is bubbling boots, we're gonna do this spray right here. Hyacinth. This is a hydrochloric acid, and I'm just gonna spray it. This is a cleanser almost. This is good if you go to the gym and you can't wash your face after. You use something like this until you get home, just to keep all the bacteria and stuff away. So we're gonna use that. Woo. Okay, we're gonna use our plated again in place of moisturizer today because I don't want that stuff sitting on my skin. Use plated again. My gosh, girl. Ooh. Oh, the tingles. Okay. That's it today. That's it. And then I'm gonna do some sunscreen on the way out the door. And some very big back behavior. Don't recommend it. Eggs, sausage, toast. I don't recommend it. I just don't have lunch money today, and I don't have lunch, so I need to eat. So you get a hearty breakfast, you'll be good. I mean, I have some nuts over there and some tomatoes. That's what's for lunch. But this, girl, this is a dry sandwich. I gotta eat it though. Overflow. Okay, sir. Hey! Hey! Send the rain, send the rain. Okay, let you go. I gotta go to work. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. Bless me, God. Protect me from all these evil vultures out here in this world, God, that's trying to get me throughout these days. Keep my spirit intact. Keep my spirit intact. You know, eliminate all the fear I go through this day. Bless me, God. Bless me, bless me, bless me. Hallelujah. Putting some pads down for the girls, you know. You can never be too sure. Even if they have to go, I don't want my dogs holding it. My moisturizer on now. Whew, I'm looking a little rough today. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I look a bit rough, sweetie. But it's all a part of the process. So this is day 2 of my, what did I do? Of my Moxi laser treatment. We're headed out to work. Pray for my blessings, y'all. Pray for my mental health. Oh, I cannot wait until one day because, you know, life changes so much. I can't wait until one day. I will hope that day doesn't come anytime soon, but I can't wait for one day when I'm able to tell you guys every little detail All right, guys, good morning. This is day 3. Moxi treatment. Still look busted. And one of the things that's so important to know is that one side of your face, I don't know, maybe it's just my face, swells more than the other. I think it's pretty normal, but don't quote me, honey. I am not an expert. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, I wanted to get into the light. Well, I guess that's not going to work. Let's go to the bathroom. I wanted to get into the light and show you guys these men's, because, girl, they are getting black. I don't know if you can see them, but they're getting black. Black. I'm swollen down around here. But yeah, that's day 3 of my Moxi treatment. I'm sorry I didn't come back last night. Yesterday was a day. It was better than some of the days, but it was just a day, y'all. I don't know why I'm having these days like this. I've been praying, like, God, please come through. I know he will. He always does. It's just sometimes, girl, the weight be killing me. But yeah, I'm also in a different mindset for some reason. Like, something's shifting in, I think, everything. Like, I'm getting annoyed by, like, this painting. I'm like, what is this doing here? I don't want this here. And the paintings on here that I got and did that little arts and crafts sort of, like, put together with. I'm like, I want them out. I want luxury art. I don't want these little things, Something shifting in me, y'all. Let me tell you about someone that I met a few months ago who is a client, and she's like a spiritual, like, healer person, and she, like, is so powerful. Like, the first time I met her, she gave me, like, a read on me, like, just involuntary, like, not like a read on me, like, sit down, tell me my life, but, like, started saying things that were true just, like, in the conversation. And I was like, oh my God, it's actually real. Then I talked to the person who she sees, and they were like, yeah, she's like that. And I was like, wow. So yesterday, like, she said, give me your hands. I gave her my hands. She pulled me in. She gave me a hug. And she was like, no more fear. And I was like, my heart in that moment, like, kind of sunk, because y'all know I've been talking about, like, my sort of slavery to fear. It's like the number one thing that holds me back, because I'm so afraid. And it's like one of those things when you become an adult and you're in your life and you're, like, doing everything that you can do to keep your life together, or, like, to create your life, you become so afraid of doing the wrong thing and losing it that it arrests you. It really, really does. And I think back to, like, when I was, like, had no fears, like, I was careless, reckless, like, all of these things. And while I appreciate, like, where I'm at now, I would not trade it for that person, because I'm smarter, I know more, like, have more experience. But man, I wish the freedom that came with it, like the lack of fear. Oh, so anyway, so she gave me a hug and she was squeezing me and she was like, no more fear, no more fear, no more fear, no more fear. And just kept repeating it and squeezing me tighter and tighter and tighter and saying no more fear. And I was like, what is going on? But also at the same time, I felt the vibration. I know that sounds weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt the vibration and I was like, oh my God, this is something that's happening right now that's so real. And I don't know what the right response is. So I just kind of went to the bathroom after that and was like, I'm waiting for her to leave. But also, like, yeah, I need to get rid of my fear. Y'all, I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't know what it's going to take. And it's like, it is unhealthy. I don't want to make it seem like it's healthy. It is an unhealthy fear that I need to figure out. And it's always around, like, stability and finances. Those are my fears, honestly. Like, because the alternative is so bad that I think about, when you think about that, of course you're, like, hyper protective, you know? But anyway, that's what happened yesterday. Today is Wednesday. It's 7:48. I'm leaving out of here in a little bit, but I'm hungry. So I got some toast in the oven. I need to get a toaster because this oven toast thing is not like, it has to end. First of all, I have one of these ovens that you never want to use. Honestly, I didn't even know this type of oven existed. I've never had one before. I'm used to an oven being an oven. When you turn this oven on, in like 5 minutes, it starts blowing air out of the top into the apartment. And it's like a heater almost. I think it's defective, but I asked them, like, I was like, hey, this oven doesn't get hot, but it blows the hot air out. Like, something's wrong with it. And they were like, no, it's supposed to double as an air fryer. Well, I didn't ask for an air fryer. And I also know that ovens that have air fryers, I've talked about it with other people. It's like, does your oven blow air? Like, it's crazy. Like in the summertime, you can't bake anything in the oven because it just blows air. And if you're just baking something that takes 20 minutes to bake, in this oven, it's going to take 2 hours because all of the air is coming out of the top of the oven into the apartment. And it's going to be hot as hell in here. Girl, it's a nightmare. So, but other people were telling me that they have an air fryer function on their oven, but they have to choose it. Well, I don't get to choose it. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Y'all leave me a comment if you know what I'm talking about. If you know how to fix it. If there's something wrong with it, if there's a way I can fix it, please let me know because it's out of control. In the meantime, I've decided because it's kind of warm outside right now, you can feel it. Plus, I took the dogs up and I know it's warm. So the mental with it is like, I think it's warm. Although it's probably not that warm in here right now. But whatever. The placebo of it is just like freaking me out a little bit. I'm like, I don't want it to be hot in here. So anyway, I got to buy a toaster because I've grown to like toast in the morning for some really strange reason now. It's a new thing. Not really. Since I've been here, I've never really done toast in the morning. I don't know. But it's become like a good thing. And I think you can put avocado on it. You can put a little peanut butter on it. You can have it with butter if you want. You can put an egg on it. Like, it's so many ways you can do a toast. And it's filling, so like you're not rushing to lunch. Because typically what happens is I'm rushing to lunch. Like, I'm hungry. I get to work. My coffee wears off. I'm hungry. And plus I read something that says that you're not supposed to have coffee on an empty stomach because it spikes your cortisol level and like raises your anxiety. And I was like, okay, that's 100% happening to me. So you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Go ahead and say hi then. Go ahead and say hi to the people. I know. Not my face. I gotta keep them away from my face. Y'all know I got this. The thingamajig. Also, my camera has been losing its battery so fast lately. I do not know what's going on. It's going to kind of be impossible to be filming on this camera in the summer now because it doesn't keep battery. Like, I've been talking for 9 minutes and the battery is halfway done. I'm like, what type of world is that? The good thing about this DJI though is that you can charge it with like the iPhone charger. So you could just like wherever you are, like have a charger, plug it up and charge it. Anyway, love y'all so much. Let me get ready for this day. And I am starting to like this bag. I haven't worn it again yet, but I'm really starting to like it. I've kept it out and it's starting to do its thing. I realize now I want to get some bag charms for it. I was looking at the Balenciaga bag charms, but girl, they are so expensive. I was like, here comes the oven. You hear it? Here it goes. Look. There it goes. The air is coming from right here and it just comes straight out. This can't be right. It just can't be right. And I realized like the management company, they don't care. They do not care at all. They don't live here. They don't care. Like, they turned the heat off in the building, I think, and all of a sudden my apartment's cool. Meanwhile, my apartment is so hot, usually in the winter, this winter, that I haven't had to turn my heat on not once. And it's so hot, like I'm sweating in here. But they turned it off, and all of a sudden, it's cool in here. And I'm like, that's stupid. So they just turn the heat on because they're sitting downstairs and they don't want to be cold. I'm like, get a space heater. You're going to burn the whole building. When I tell you there's so many people complaining about how hot their apartments are here, and they don't care. They just keep it on. This apartment, I'm like, it's cute and all, but I think they can have better staff. Honestly, like the staff that they have, they don't. It's like the staff that they have. All right, they don't like us because we live here. That sounds weird. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's a thing, and I've talked to other neighbors about it, and they also feel the same way. And actually, they brought it up to me. So just so you know, I didn't bring this up to them. I was in conversations and people bring it up to me. And the first thing that when you meet someone in the building, like at the dog park, or like if our dogs are meeting and then we say hello, like the first thing they start talking about once they feel like a connection or like that it's a safe space is like, how's your experience in the building? What about the front desk? What about managers? Like they always do that. And obviously, like y'all know, like my first week or two in here, I had major complaints. Go back to the vlog because they were like telling me that the roof was closed and the door, and I was like, hold up. And then that email exchange, like I was like, oh. But since then, they have gotten it together with me because I went to the manager one day and I was like, hey, listen, I go to work every day. I'm going all day to make money so that I can live here. Like literally, this apartment is so expensive. I am not going to be told what to do and what not to do. And if I'm paying you an extra fee to use the amenities, they need to be available to me. You don't just get to tell me it's not available. So they've gotten better and they haven't really given me a hard time at all. And since I like started to like, speak up for myself. But I do have to talk to them again because this oven is not cute and it needs to be fixed. And also, you know what else I need to talk to them about? They are not cleaning up on the roof. And I'm like, we pay $100 extra a month. You can hire a cleaner just for that. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is it so hard to clean it up? Like, I get it. Like, people should clean up after their dog. But if they don't, like, there should be something in place that goes up there and does that. That's why we pay the $100 a month. If they can't do that, I want my $100 back. I want you to stop taking it because I can walk my dogs outside. Like, I don't care. I can walk them outside if I have to walk them around, But I don't want to go upstairs and have to do that too. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So, but anyway, y'all, let me get ready to get out of here. Since it's warm outside, I think we'll go on the walk together today. Okay, guys. Let me get across the street because I'm not trying to be in the traffic. Oh, it's so nasty out here. One of the things the snow did was definitely keep these streets gross. And on top of that, it's thawing out because it's so warm today. So there is hope. There is hope. I cannot wait until spring and summer comes. We need it. We're walking through Soho right now. It's so funny how connected Soho, Tribeca, Lower East Side, and what else? Soho, Lower East Side, Tribeca, so connected. And West Village, and East Village. It's all just like super, super connected. I have on so much sunscreen, guys. I put it on before I left, so I'm all good. One of the most important things about getting lasers is making sure that you are protecting your skin, because the easiest way to make it go bad is sun. Especially while it's healing. So I lathered up in it. I don't know if you can see that ghostly looking glow. Listen, I have two major gripes with sunscreen. The first one is I hate the way it feels on my skin. It feels very, very gritty. It does block because it feels like my skin can't breathe when I have it on. And then it's just a white cast always. It's so hard to find one that doesn't have a white cast. And then the tinted ones for darker skin tones look like makeup. And it's like, I don't want to wear makeup. So, and I think that those are thicker, almost like paint. So just a few things with that. Girl, I'm gonna have to get used to having this camera out all over again because the looks I'm getting this morning. Alright guys, have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Good morning everyone. Happy Thursday, day 4. Happy Thursday, day 4 of the Moxi. You can see I'm starting to flake off down there. You can see the lightness. Let me back up some. I don't know if you can see it, but here it is. You can see the lightness starting to come in. Some of the sandpaper is starting to come off. Still very like sandpaper-y, but we are getting somewhere. This place right here makes me so happy. It's coming off like coffee grinds, honey. I was in here listening to The Breakfast Club, and it's a slow morning. It's raining. Raining. This weather has been the worst in terms of the rain and stuff. A few things I got, finally, after a long time, I got another, like, real worth trying to, like, coordinate with sponsorship offer. So I've been going back and forth with them for the last 3 days. That's been, like, super, I don't know, it's exciting this time around because I'm in a place now where I'm like, you know, if it aligns and it's, like, worth it and they're real and they're not like trying to play me, I'll do it. But if it's just like someone trying to play me or trying to like get over and I don't even like agree, it isn't even like something I want or would do or it's worth it, it's a hard pass for me. I think this is a great place to be in. And although I complain a lot, girl, about my hard job and stuff, I'm so grateful that I'm in a position where I do not have to like be fished and rely on these types of offers because it can get, they just emailed me back. It can get crazy. I hate when they ask for my address. It's like, I'm not giving you my address. Like, I'm not giving you my address. I sent the contract back without my address on it because like clearly I'm not putting my address on it. Now we're going back and forth about why they need it. It's like, honey, I'm not giving you my address. I just don't know. I've never worked with them. I don't have a lawyer. I'm not like, I don't have like a manager or anything that like knows this kind of thing. It's just me and ChatGPT like trying to figure out what's what and how it works. So I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable putting my address in a contract to go to a I just have questions. I don't like to be dishonest. I like to be very honest in life. So I have questions about why you need my address, what's the purpose, and all this stuff. So anyway, they're super responsive and going back and forth. But back to what I was saying, I'm super happy and grateful that I am not in a position where like I have to like do this, like I do have to do it because this is what I want for my life. But I'm so glad I'm in a position where it's like, if it doesn't work out, it's okay. Sorry. And I kind of get to choose whether or not I want to work with this brand or another brand. Like that's the beauty in it for me. And so I'm super, super like grateful. I do I do not take that for granted at all. So that's what's going on this morning. Funny thing, y'all. You remember? Yes. Wait. Let me turn this on because I don't want to yell, and I want to tell you guys something. Funny thing. I know I was telling you guys yesterday about my building, my management stuff. Y'all, I lied to you not. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you because it's crazy how aligned I am right now. This is like I don't know how many times in a row I've thought of something or said something and it's actually coming true. Like right in my face. It's weird. Like I've been thinking of people and they've been popping up. Like in person or texting me or something, like out of the blue, just a random thought. And I'm like, oh my God, this person. And then, like, in no time, they're like reaching out to me. It's the weirdest thing. Um, Y'all, I was telling y'all yesterday about like how I needed to talk to them because like it's getting out of control. The building's getting out of control. The people at the front desk, like I don't know what's going on. Like I remember I told you yesterday, I got this email yesterday. I just want to show you that it was, wait, March 4th, which was yesterday. And the email goes, we hope you are doing well. Oh, they say, dear residents, we hope you are doing well. We are writing to inform you of a change of the name of the building management team structure, effective immediately. Such and such will assume the day-to-day operational management responsibilities at the building, replacing the old manager in this role, joining with someone else in a supportive role. Some of you may remember this person previously supporting the building. I will, and then they give the credentials of the people, and then the person who's writing this says, I will still be overseeing, like, whatever the case may be, put their contact information there. And then, thank you for your convenience. Please find below. We're taking all necessary steps to ensure a seamless transition. Both such and such will remain fully supported by myself, building staff, and the name of the building team. All processes, policies, and procedures remain in place. We will be committed to enhancing the service levels provided at all owners and residents as we appreciate your continued support. Finally, this is the part I'm happy about. Finally, they said, we will invite you to connect with the building at feedback at such and such thebuilding.com. As your comments and suggestions help us enhance the service as we strive to deliver whatever they say. Y'all, like, I know that something was wrong because like it's just like lately, and I had problems from the beginning, you guys know this, but lately the building itself has been like not like luxury, like in terms of the people at the front desk, like how they are there, like how they're acting. Like, I told you guys yesterday, I feel like they don't like the people who live here. And it's like one of those things where you see someone who like is living in like a luxury place, at the very least, like that's what they call luxury. But you see someone living in a luxury place and you dislike them for it, but I don't know. And it's like typically, and granted, I know some people who live here are mean and nasty. Like there are people who probably don't go to work. They probably have trust funds. Like there's a lot of things. But someone like me, there's a lot of young professionals who go to work every day, who are working hard, who are tired at the end of the day. Literally, you don't know the meetings that we're going through. You don't know what is going on in our lives. Like when we come home, we don't want to feel like we're in an institution. Like we got to go past this like system where you guys are like upset to see us or like not. I don't understand. When I go into a luxury building downtown or whatever, they get up, they open the door, they say, hello, welcome home. Like I've asked them to do things in the past. They're like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, why can't you do that? Like I asked them once, what did I ask them to do? I asked them to help to come to send the people up to take that TV down. And they were like, no, we can't do that. So I went to the manager, the old manager. He was like, no, we can't do that. Like if something happened to them, we'll have to pay them for that, like them getting hurt. I was like, dude, what are they doing here then? I don't know. But anyway, I never celebrate like that because I know that that's hard. Like that's telling you yesterday too. Like that's one of my biggest fears. Like losing a job, like abruptly, effective immediately is crazy. I wish jobs gave people 2 weeks, like people give jobs 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I wish jobs had dynamics where they talk to people and they're like, okay, listen, we're gonna make. I guess that they do when you get laid off. I don't know the circumstances, y'all, but I know it was getting bad because of the poop, the dog poop all over the roof. Insane to me. Like that doesn't matter. That to me blows my mind. And yeah, I imagine like if I'm complaining, and I'm picky, I'm not going to say that I'm not picky. Like, I think you guys know by now, I have a certain type of something that I want. But I know there are people who are far worse than me. And if I'm complaining, and to y'all, I know they're complaining. And especially people who own their apartments. Yeah, if you own your apartment here, I'm sorry. And you're paying fees like that, I'm sorry. I should probably see if I can buy this apartment. I wonder what it would be like for me to buy this apartment. I could buy this apartment. Yeah. If I had the money and stuff, I would love to buy this apartment. I love this apartment. I love it. I love where I live. I love the convenience of it all. Yeah, I'm gonna ask about that. You know, you can always go into a conversation asking a question, you know. I wonder what it would be like to buy this apartment. Anyway, y'all, good morning. I am caffeinated. I don't know what it is. I've been loving iced coffee lately. I had hot coffee yesterday. It just did not hit. And also, I'm starting to really like the creamer. So I went to work. I was at work yesterday and I had some iced coffee that I took in my like mason jar. And so I was like, I want hot. I put it in the microwave and then I poured some oat milk because there was some oat milk at work. The same one that I used to use here, by the way, every day. And one sip of it was like, ew, why did I drink this? It just doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good, and the coffee was not enjoyable. I took 2 sips. I was like, no, wasn't enjoyable. And then I immediately thought of like the bloating that my stomach used to do. My stomach has not been bloated since normal bloat from like normal things, but just like bloated because of like the coffee I'm drinking. No, I have not been having that morning. In fact, my tummy is going down, y'all. It's going down. So I'm about to get order some more. I'm gonna order some more rice, mushroom, coffee situation and start doing my smoothies again because that really helped. Yo, this DJI battery is tripping. Tripping. Anywho, it's raining outside, so I'm not taking y'all with me today. But this is the face. These are the sandpapers. This is the progress from day 4. I have actually a date with Bella and Justin this weekend, and they're going to see my face like this. I'm sure they're probably like, whatever, but I didn't tell anyone what I'm doing. I'm like, this is the thing about having y'all as like my friends and my family. Like, I tell y'all everything. I don't really be telling anybody anything, you know? Like, I come to y'all to tell y'all, and part of me like loves that because like when I let it out, it's for everyone to see. But like this moment when I'm recording, it's just me and y'all. I love it so much. For people who don't vlog and who want to vlog, I think Summer's crying. I don't know why. She wants something, but she ain't getting it. She wants something from the kitchen, but I already fed her. I think this is a great for people who are like afraid to vlog. I would say just record yourself. Just record yourself. You do not have to put it out if you don't like it. If you don't like it, don't put it out. Like, period. But just record yourself and see because it really, really, really helps me. Yeah, so things are happening and I want to start looking at the glass half full. We're in March now. Like we got through the first 2 months of the year. We're in the third month. The year's winding down. Well, that means we got 10 months left, honey. And 10 months goes fast. So try to be more present every day. So, morning, y'all. Let's get into day 5, and we can see here we are really starting to show you that new skin coming in. I'm just trying to make sure you guys see. Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like, y'all. That's gonna be the complexion. And this is why I'm wearing sunscreen, because that is the skin that I'm protecting. That new skin that's under there is so new, so like forced, you know, to resurface, that it can't protect, it needs sunscreen. So I will be wearing sunscreen, the thing I hate wearing the most, but I will be wearing it until like for the next 3 or 4 weeks, to be honest with you. Especially when the sun's out. Even when the sun's not out, the UV rays are still there, so you do have to wear it. It's Friday, by the way. Gosh, we're off tomorrow. Can't wait. It's been raining all night. Last night it started raining so hard. I mean, the rain was slamming against my windows and it woke me up. I was like, whoa, it's raining hard. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. Eventually I did, but it was like hard. And then, you know, I'm up now. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to rain anymore today. I mean, that was a lot of rain last night. It was hard rain. Yeah, it's in the middle of the night too. It was beautiful. But I wonder why it didn't keep me asleep. I wonder why it woke me up. All right, y'all, I just got home from work. It's so funny. I was thinking about, I wonder what Justin's up to. And I had a feeling that he was in Brooklyn, because you know Justin be. And I texted him and I was like, are you in Brooklyn today? And he was like, I am. And I was like, oh my God, I knew I had a feeling. Let us do our Friday night. So we're doing our Friday night and still going out on Sunday. So I'm so excited. Let me give you guys an update on the face though, because yeah. It still hasn't done much. It's looking good. We just hope that it heals. It's cold today, so I don't know really what today's gonna look like. Plus I look kind of crazy. So honey, I am just so glad that this week is over. And I have 3-day weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I'm so excited. Alright, so we're here to say bye to our favorite bartender at Sweet Linda's. It's the end of an era. Iconic era. I'm with Justin.
Hi y'all, it's good to see you again.
And we're just doing our farewell martini here.
Oh, and this is how the hair looks. Brandy did say in the vlog she was obsessed with the hair. This is the hair right now.
Very fluff.
Yeah, very
very, very fluff, honey. No, I didn't even record.
Oh, God. I just heard the sound.
Cheers, clean.
They're fabulous.
Really strong, though.
Fabulous, perfect.
And then tequila mezcal for you.
Yes.
I'll decide once you tell me your preferences.
Yeah. Okay.
Ladies first, preferences?
I love mezcal. No, I don't know what you're going to say.
I also love mezcal. Let's both do mezcal.
We'll do the same. We're gonna do the same cocktail.
Yeah, let's do the same one.
If you think so. Sweet, salty, spicy.
Sweet, salty, spicy. Any fruit?
No salt. Sweet and spicy.
That's what I'm gonna say too.
Any fruitiness added to it, or do you want it pretty more on the refreshing side?
I prefer more on the fruity than refreshing.
You do want some fruit. Because I love working with a little bit of fruit.
Yeah, let's do fruit.
I don't want like a cucumber.
So we're doing something spicy with a little bit of fruitiness to it. Is there any fruits we do not like?
No, I love fruit. Fig.
I hate figs too. I just hate. I am so
dates.
with you, dog. No.
Figs and dates.
So I'm thinking like kiwi. We're liking kiwi.
I don't mind. I haven't had kiwi in a while.
Mezcal, kiwi. I gotta go downstairs.
I'm excited.
Mezcal kiwi?
I've never heard of that in my life. Mezcal kiwi. Oh my God.
Mezcal kiwi.
I just have to chug this. It's over. Vlog, Sweet Linda's back.
Sweet Linda is back.
I know we hadn't been here much in a while.
Listen, we talk so much shit, but
back.
It's back.
I don't know. And
the
Brandy's
place-
spirit
it's the
told
place
us
to
to come
be.
here. Brandy was fighting. I was like, I don't know if we should come here. He was like, let's just go. Let's just check it. It has been one of our best nights in a long time.
Okay.